Welcome to another tutorial. In this video I'm going to show you how you can create your own card for an event or for an invitation, or just be creative within Adobe Express. It's very easy. First of all, we're going to choose a new project. We hit the plus here and choose, for example, a card. We create a card. Of course you can take a flyer or make your own size, because you can change the size if you have a premium account. I have a premium account because I have the Adobe CC app, the whole app plan. So if you don't have yet, you can choose the perfect layout first, because you can't choose the size afterwards. So you can buy a premium account. I think it's about $10 a month, but you can start also with a free plan. So let's get started. First, I want to fill the background. Either you go to the backgrounds here, or we just go to the photo tab. Then I hit in dark greens because I have a certain idea what I want to create. I hit that and I select one of those greens I want. Those with a crown, you need to have a premium account, and without crown they are free, so you can choose any one you like. I'm gonna browse that now, what I'm gonna like, and come back later. I found one I really like. Now I can just drag it the way I want it. For example, I think I'm gonna have it like so. I really like that. So this is the original. I just had the blur here, but I want to have it because it's just the background. I want to have it a bit darker. So I hit the filter here and hit the darkening button, because it's gonna toggle here. Let's see what works. I think we're gonna have it like so. Maybe we can change later. So now it's about to add some text. I go to the text tab and want to add my own text. So I hit that here, and then I get that one here. So, and I need to change the text here. So I'm going to select something because I already made that. And let's hit that, make it a bit bigger. You can scale it like so, but you can do it also here within the size tab. So for example, we want it 210, we give 210, enter. It's going to make it a bit bigger. So I want to choose also the magic button for the text, because I really like that, makes it really nice. And we just scale it the way we want it. I think we're gonna have it like so. And maybe we make it in the middle, because I have these alignments and it's really good. Now let's see what we can do with some color, if you may want to change the color. So I take the color picker here and just go here into the photo and pick some similar colors. And of course it's too dark now. That's the way, because we need to change the background. We take off the filter and do it again. Go text, we mark the text, go to the color picker here and just grab one of these colors. So as you can see, it's a kind of bluish cold green what we have here. So we need to make sure that we make the whole design in a kind of a cold color. But of course you can change the background's color, the mood of the green. So we select the background, go to the filter, to the edit tab. We don't want to have more contrast, but we can change to make it warmer, like so, or we make it even colder. But I think because we're gonna add some flowers, maybe not a bad idea to make it a bit warmer. So let's take it up for 22, I guess. But now we have to change the colors of the text. So let's go back to this, take the color picker and just take one of these greens here. And maybe, I think here we have some nice, bright green. Let's see what that brings. That's nice. Maybe we want to make it even a more brighter. Let's take the color picker again. And what we can see if we get some brighter here. There we go. Well, that's nice, kind of good. But we can change later, so if we don't like it or it doesn't fit to the whole composition, just to get started. So now we are about to add some flowers, because I think I want to make some flowery thing, but I'm going to change back the background to a darker tone. So I go to the background selected, I go to the filter and add that darkening filter again. Maybe let's see what that brings. I think like so. And probably we change the color probably later again, because it's kind of too greenish. But let's see. Let's add some flowers. I go to the photo tab and add the text in isolated flowers. and let's see what that brings. I will browse now through those to select those I want and just click on one, and it's gonna add it to my composition. Okay, I found one which fits to the composition, so I'm gonna add that. I'm clicked on it here. What I'm gonna do now, in some cases you just need to blend, but in this case, because of the background's color, it's not gonna work. This is just a tip. So we keep it normal, select it, and then say remove background. By the way, this tool can just remove background. You just need to upload on the start page, and you can upload your photos, and it's gonna remove the background. Just a tip for free. So we hit OK because I think it's gonna work like so. We hit OK, that's fine. And let's move that, make it a bit smaller. And also we want to make it more fitting to the composition. We go again to the Edit tab. Here we have some more background and more contrast, that's okay. I think we're gonna have it slightly, maybe we go to 1. Saturation is fine, but we need to take down a bit the lights, and probably also the shadows we keep up, and probably we take it down as well. That's okay for the moment. We keep it like so. We can change later. Now let's duplicate it. I just hit that duplicate button and we have it duplicated. And now I'm gonna rotate it a bit. But for this one here on the left side, I want to have it behind the text. So I go to this layer stack here. So you need just to click on that layer stack to open it. And we have the one selected, you see has a black frame. So I'm gonna move that behind the text. Here we go. But now I think some of these parts of the flowers I want to have in front of the text. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna duplicate it again and just move it over, exactly over the other one. This is the black one here selected, so I'm gonna move that over the text. So this black selected one with the black frame is now over the text. But now I'm gonna change because I want to change the look. So I crop it. I go to the crop tab and I'm gonna crop it now. And we take the free version, cropping version. So I'm just crop it the way I want it because I only want to have it over some parts of the text. Like so. And hit OK. Let's see how that looks. Duplicate start as well. So the text as well. So duplicate that layer. Move it exactly over the other text. Move that one on top. And now we just remove the A because I don't need the A. I just want to have left the start text. So I'm going to move to create and just leave the start. And now we start to have the start left and put that over exactly on position of the other layer behind. So here we have. So now the flowers are on the text here, but on the text here, but on the start. Maybe we could make it that even it overlaps the A as well, but only the start, not the start. So let's do that. Here we go. So the start is over, but the flowers are under the start, but over the other of the text. So that's a kind of cool. By the way, another way just to hide some parts of the flowers in front of the text, you can scale in. I zoomed in 400%. And now I hit that, select the flowers and go to mask option. And then I go with the mask brush. I delete some parts out. For example, that edge I want to take off. So I just move that away here. The way at the best I can. I think I can have it even smaller. Make it 3. But then you have to work really precise. So that works. See, that's a bit too bad, but I just want to show you how that works too. In some cases you need to work very precise, but it's another way just to hide some parts of the flower. And let's duplicate that again. You can also hit Alt on your keyboard and just drag it, because then it's going to duplicate it automatically. And let's see if we want to have it. I really like that it's somewhere over the text and somewhere under the text. So I'm going to duplicate that again. I hit Alt on my keyboard and rotate it a bit. And I think I'm going to go up here and put that over the text, under the text, under the text. So here we go. And now we can also play with the scale. Let's make that a bit smaller maybe. It's not going to be too crazy. Hit OK. Then I want to add some greens. Let's see, for greens, I say isolated greens. Let's see what I can find. I'm gonna speed that up. So here we are back. I'm gonna first remove the background of all of them. I hit that one. I begin with that one. I say remove background. So here we go. I think that works. We're gonna change it later to make it fitting to the composition in colors and light. Let's see what that brings. Remove background. So we can see this is not good working for that one, so we just keep, because I think we move that simply because we don't have, I think we can work with those. But now this one is in light, these greens are now too bright in colors and in light. So what I'm gonna do, I go to the Edit tab and just go down with in light, and I think we have to take away a bit some of the warmth because we need to fit it to the other greens. Let's see what we can do. I think we have to move it still a bit down. I think we can leave it so. I think saturation maybe needs to be a bit off. Let's keep it like so. And also here, let's make it colder. Then we have to push up the shadows a bit. Let's do that. I think that works. So now we can play with those. I finally think that one is not fitting. So I make it small to keep it just aside in case we need it, probably. So just leave it here. Let's see what we can do with that one. I think we make like a kind of bandage over the text. So make it looking like around the A, for example. So how that looks. I really like it. Now we create some shadow, and that's a trick. So I'm going to duplicate it by hitting here and just move it. Let's make it bigger, 150 the view, so we have it better in view, and just move it somewhere so, and put it over the other one. And now we make it darker. So we go to the filter, we make it darker, like so. And now we're gonna blur it. We hit that blur, like so. And probably gonna reduce the opacity a bit. Perfect. The only problem we have now is this harsh edge from the blur. So let's remove that, or the best way we can remove it here, as we are not in Photoshop, but we can do it, believe me, you won't believe it, but it's like so. So we select the layer with the blur, we can see it here, go to the crop or to the mask, take a very, very small brush, about 6, and just remove the blur from the edge where we know that it's seeing really weird, so where it makes it really weird. It's going to show the original, but don't be confused about it. It's going to show you the original pic, not the blur. But it's okay. And then We don't have that much shadow here, but I think it works. So it's kind of cool when you zoom out. You know, when we have it at 100, yeah, we see it still a bit, we need to fix that again. Let's go to 200 and fix that. We have to take it away even more. Let's go to the blur and go that small and move it completely away here from the edge. Let's see what that makes. Zoom out. Yeah, it's still kind of weird, huh? I think. Let's make it 150. That's because the original pic is already here. So what we can do, or what we can try, is even to remove one leaf. Let's make it 200. Let's remove that leaf here. We also remove that leaf. Hit OK. And we do the same on the blur. Remove that leaf. You see, this works. So what we're gonna do now, we move those together, we group them so they don't get away, because we need to have them together. Because we need to select both of them. You see, you get that mark here, then we can group it so they are now fixed together. So now we can just drag it a bit bigger, make it a bit bigger on here. And also, if we want to do it also to copy, we just drag it with Alt. Probably want to add here well, and one more time we make it here. We can make it smaller, just the edge. And also, let's do it somewhere here as well. It's kind of very small, but let's zoom back to 100. Not too bad, huh? I think I like it. I really like that one. So let's see what we can do with that one. If that is still something we can want to keep in the composition, or maybe not. Let's zoom out maybe to 85. So we have a better in view. I just kick it out because I don't like it. But now we can change the text color as well. Maybe because we have now more colors in the composition, we can choose another color for ladies maybe. With that, I really like it. And probably we can, because we have the start on a separate layer, we can move that in a dark blue tone. I think I like that dark red here. It's too dark. Maybe we just keep it. That's the way, with the same color. So let's see what we had before. Now I think it's not too bad what we had, like so. But we can try, see what we can do with shadows as well for start over the flowers. So we're gonna duplicate it again by holding Alt. Just move it down, and the same angle approximately as we had on the flower. Move it down the other start. Change the color to like so. And we can reduce the opacity. Because we cannot soften it, you can also try the shadow. So let's try the shadow first. I move that because I don't like it. Well, we want to have a shadow, and the angle should be around the way we had it for the flower. I think it's like so. And we go with this, with the groove. something dark and green. Go to dark greens. It's too harsh. So we really need to reduce the opacity. Oh, that's the wrong one. Yeah, see, the problem is with shadows. When you keep the shadow effect here, you can't blur it. So, or even reduce the opacity. So we need to finally really duplicate the layer. So remove the shadow here. We don't want to edit, and just drag it down and do another try on it if we can do. But we can also figure out how we can maybe trick it out. What we can trick out to create shadow without having a text. So let's do it again. Take dark, let's take that one and reduce the opacity. Yeah, it doesn't make that much effect, so we leave it. But there is another way you can try to create a shadow for S, for example. We just want to have it. I would just want to have it under the S. So we can try to find a design element or like a form, a shape for a S, and then make it blurry. Let's try this. So I just removed that layer with which should seem to be a shadow. But let's go to the design elements and hit S. I just hit S and I found that one. Let's take one, move it down to the size of the S of our S for the start, in the approximately same size. That works. And now we take the same angle as for the other shadows, put it on the start. Oh, there's too overlapping, definitely too overlapping. And now I go to the blur. Let's take about 10, reduce the opacity to about 85. Let's see how that works. It's kind of too much, so let's take it with 75. Still a bit too much. Maybe the angle is not right also. I think that works. So you can also see if you can find an S within the shapes. So let's see what we can get here with S. Or snake or something. You basically need, yeah, I see you have here one, or you can also try with a circle. But I think that works for the moment. So this is how you can create your own creative card or whatever. It just needs to be a bit of work, but it brings so much ideas with it, and I really like those overlapping text stuff. I just see that we need to fix that well as here, but I'm going to share this template with you so you can make your own. Happy creating!